Okay, so what you're about to watch is an extremely boring video. I'm making this for Pug1 because I'm going to be sending him some cameras. So they are 650 TV lines. They have Sony image sensors, some big ass LEDs on it. Don't worry about that temperature rating. People use them in -50 all the time. Trying to remember what the zoom was on these ones, because I believe the zoom on these were 9x22, so very high zoom. So it's great for if you're going to be mounting them on top of the very peak of your building. Pulling out of the box here. So you can see the size of those LEDs versus the size of my, if I can hold it here proper, versus the size of my thumb. And those are huge. For the hell of it, I'll compare it to, without scratching the crap out of it, you can see the difference between those guys and the little tiny ones. So they are like twice the size. I'll hook it up to the TV here real quick without dropping it. Don't drop. Okay, so it needs to be focused, and I'll have to start this again after I'm done answering the phone. Okay, so I just finished a long phone call. My ear's sore, still blurry on the screen. So what a few people have had an issue is they grab these and they start turning these and wondering why it's not focusing. Well, because these look like they're, made to focus, but they're not. They're tools. You spin them around, and that actually fits inside there, and that's your adjustment. So this one here, you go all the way to the left, and that's zooming out. This one here, you'll go all the way to the left, and that's zooming out. I'm not even looking at the screen right now, I just know. And then you go roughly a quarter turn back to the right, to the right. So you can see there, and any flickering is because I'm going through a whole pile of cabling there. It's not the camera itself. So you can see there, looks pretty decent. Hey, look at that, I can see my iPhone. Can't see my face. So, okay. So again, they do light up a little bit. So with the naked eye, I barely see anything, just red. It does have the on-screen display, which it's pretty dark here, so it's hard to see. But you got all your different settings here. Read the manual, shows what to do. Set up your camera ID. You can always reset it when you mix it up. So your privacy if you need to. Bad thing is, to set that up, you have to be up on top of a ladder. So you'd probably want to set it up first, or just leave it all in default. So very boring video so far, but just wanted to kind of show you how to adjust the lens, because believe it or not, a lot of people come back saying they're not adjustable, but they are. These are just caps. You got to flip them around, which is the way actually quite a few other cameras are. Trying to get these caps back in, and they are weatherproof. And just to show you this camera here versus this one here, which is one of the ones that you already have. So I believe that's the one I already sent you. See the difference? That one has a lot more LEDs, but if you look at the size of this one, you can see what I mean about the size difference. So night vision is virtually the same thing. Power-wise, they both use the exact same amount of power, and they mount to the wall the exact same way. You pop this out, push your cables out, or go right through the back. You normally do not want to leave that controller dangling, or any of these ends dangling. You want to push them back inside the wall. So it's not a good idea to leave them dangling. Let's try to hide them in the wall. So okay, that's the end of this. Oh, that's one hell of a big box just for 4 cameras. So Probably a ton of bubble wrap in there. So they are big cameras and a fairly big box. So, and right now our showcase is pretty much empty. So we don't have too much left in stock right now for cameras. So used to have a big stack of them there. Now they're there. Sweet.